Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. All right, just wanted to check to make sure everything is going on. What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Classic dropping a random live. If you have any topics you want to discuss or want me to discuss, I'm free to do so. My little baby in the background should be joining us because I can't just be by myself for a little bit. But y'all know what that's like. She's walking over here slowly. I got a lot of stuff going on with this basement or whatever. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take a break and go live. So uh, this is where we go. Had to wait for her to get here, I guess. Let me know if you guys can hear me fine. All right, thanks, Jamie. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. Once again, this is Chris Classic, and if you are unfamiliar with me, get familiar with me, please. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Take It Home podcast, that is casting on your screen right now. And also in the upper corner, C3 Ultimate Wrestling. That's also another YouTube channel where we put our last show, 10, the show of our shows in its entirety. It's available on YouTube. So subscribe to those, please. Before I go any further, I want to say what I got going on in a little bit. August, I'm returning to Wisconsin for Now That's Wrestling. I got the wrong picture. It says We Are Legion for the for the flyer, and I'm trying to hurry up and go for a rush. But the show is August 19th, so be there. We go back to the American Legion, very special place for Now That's Wrestling. It feels good to go back to Wisconsin, and also that's C3 Ultimate Wrestling has is the Amazing World, which is October 14th. We are back at Underscore Sports Academy. Tickets are $5 off on Eventbrite. They are on sale now. It will be curious to see how C Red will respond and handle a lot of the things that have gone on since he was not at 10, the show of our shows. So the landscape of C3 Ultimate Wrestling has changed. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors for making this happen. Limelight Comics. A lot of things lined up for them, a lot of awards they're winning, a lot of eyes on the product. And Mongeki is one of the latest products that they have. And while we're reading comics, we eating cookies. A penny for your thoughts, sweets for your soul. Y'all already know how I feel about these cookies. Y'all know how I feel about these comic books and this content. So I'm thankful that these guys support us and we support them the best way we can. All right. Say hi to my baby. How old are you?
Okay.
You 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just turned 3?
Yeah.
Good. So baby made it to 3 years 2 days ago on the 18th. Took her a while to understand that she will no longer be 2, but she'll be 3. And I'm just thankful to just see her just grow up so quick. You know, they all grow fast. I'm getting old, but yo, what up, Dre? What's going on, man? I hope everything is going on with you guys. Um, Real quick, I did want to talk about random stuff, random topics, and things like that. If you guys were down, uh, nah, I've never gave in a receipt. I know people who have. I know people who have suggested it, but nah, I don't do that because my thing is if I have an issue with you, I'd rather let you know because sometimes that's just how people are. Some people put it in pause like that, if that makes sense. That's just how people's style are. Then when you give it back to them, they don't understand. Sometimes they don't even know what's going on. Some people are very versatile with what they do with wrestling and things like that. So sometimes you can tell and sometimes you can't because that's just how some people are. I've seen people still off on people and then they shaking hands and stuff talking about that was a great match and stuff like that. But they don't even know why they bleeding from their mouth. Like that's the kind of things that happen. What's up, Will? Shout out to you and everything. Say thank you, Mama. Say thank you.
Thank you.
You said happy birthday. So But no, I don't do those kind of things. I understand why some people do it because some people do try to go too far with certain things or they act a certain way. I've seen people, send other people. I don't do that. I handle my stuff the way I handle it. But no, I would never do that kind of stuff. But I have seen people humbled from a receipt, and it was itemized too. I've seen people humbled. I've seen people leave the business. I've seen a lot of people react a certain way to it. But no, I don't do those kind of things. If I have an issue with you, I rather let you. I rather let you know. I don't know what you're doing, y'all. But but no, I don't do that. Um, I was reading a comment, a post. I look at a lot of things, so I did want to bring this up as well, and I want to read it. Give me 1 second. What is wrong with you?
I
So I hurt when I go live. Really, every time, baby. All right, let me see. Give me a second, y'all.
Wait,
Dang, I don't have it on my phone, y'all.
huh? What?
Oh no, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. It was about basically a women's blood and guts match and stuff like that. And I wanted to speak my piece on certain things. What's going on, Robert Brown, Lafayette, Indiana, in the building? What's going on, man? What's going on? Good to hear from you. Let's see. Here we go. I can't believe I don't see it. Hold on, y'all. Oh man, I don't have it. Wow. I feel like I just spoke about this. I just screen recorded, and it's not even in my phone. Oh well. Um, it was basically talking about like some of the AW, the quote unquote the women's division, basically, and some people were online. Some people were very divisive about it because I think a lot of people say they are more bad than good when it comes to their women division and stuff like that. And it was something about the blood and guts, and I cannot believe I cannot find it. But anyway, it's basically about a blood and guts match, and I'm gonna find it. I'm sorry, this is bothering me. Give me a second. I know this is a random live, but I'm definitely gonna find this. Say hey to everybody real quick.
Huh?
Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
I'm gonna find this post. Okay, I found it. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. Like I said, this was a random live, but we gonna do it. All right. So basically, there it was a tweet, and they were responding to Tony Khan saying why a women's blood and guts was not a feasible idea for this year, because a lot of people are clamoring for women to do things that the men do in wrestling matches and things like that. So this person says everyone clamors for women's wrestling, but then it kills the ratings each time. Where are y'all when it's time to support the women's matches and main events? I saw hundreds of people get up for a pee break at Forbidden Door when the women came out. Your complaining is disingenuous, and I'm on the fence about that. Okay, first of all, couple things. If you gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta go to the bathroom. And sometimes people just go to the bathroom. I don't want to just say that women's matches, but matches they're not interested in. You know what I'm saying? These kind of things happen. And also, on the same time, you have a lot of people that say they want something and say they want to support something, and then when it's in their face, they don't support it. That's just one of those things of of service, if that makes sense. What, Maya? You want to go upstairs? Huh? Then go upstairs and get some. Ask Cam to get you some.
Yeah.
No, go up there and go get some. I'm not supposed to keep doing that with you. But anyway, this is how I feel about it. I don't think that there need to be a women's blood and guts match. Do I think they're going to have one in the future? Yes, unfortunately. I think that they don't need one. I could see the Outcast and whoever they're feuding with. If it's a couple women, I could see them doing the kind of thing. We've already seen, what was it? The Falls Count Anywhere match. It was Willow and Ruby Soho versus Ty Conti and Anna Jay. What up, bro? What up, man? The NWA and NWA. You know what I mean when I say that. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Look at that smile in his profile picture. Congrats, bro. I'm happy. Everybody's excited. I'm glad that you're getting the love that you rightfully deserve. They need to bring you back. But like, the women get a lot of stuff and a lot of different matches in AEW and even WWE. So it's just like, maybe it's the women they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe the pee breaks happen because these are wrestlers that people get tired of. And I've always said that people have comments about people. And sometimes I'm sitting here saying, you don't have to like a wrestler. I'm not sitting here saying you got to wish the worst upon them and stuff like that. But if you're not a fan, you're just not a fan or whatever like that. So Forbidden Door, it was Willow Nightingale versus Toni Storm. We know who was gonna win. Like, we gonna sit here and act like Willow was gonna win. Like, we're gonna do that. Like, sometimes a predictable match make you want to go not pay attention and things like that. And the match was good, but it was predictable. Like, it's the same rehashing of stuff. And WWE does have a tendency to do this sometimes too. They've changed it up a lot more, but they used to have a bad tendency of things being repetitive and things like that. But maybe they want different women to be pushed. What was Chris Statlander? Everybody is behind Chris Statlander. She probably would have fared better with a crowd reaction than Forbidden Door than Toni Storm. Or maybe, why didn't y'all do Willow versus Statlander? Because to be honest, Willow gets a big pop. She gets a huge ovation. People love to see her. She gets everybody behind them and things like that. And they love it. They love Willow. They love Chris Statlander. And I know a lot of people talk about Jade Cargill, but she got a reaction and stuff like that. She has star appeal. Now, I'm not sitting here saying like some of these other women don't have it, but they need to work on some stuff. And I'm not just sitting here just ragging on the women's division because a boss is telling them what to do. But at the same time, like, we know what's going on. And I'm not even going to see it. Like, the AEW Women's Championship, it hasn't been that like prestigious because either it was vacated through injury or somebody just has it to have it. And I feel like that's what Toni Storm is currently doing. She just has it to have it. She's just holding it until somebody comes in and take it. You know, that's just me. But you got to realize that a lot of people aren't your customers or they aren't even your consumers. And sometimes people do have an opinion and say you should do this and you should do that. And then when you do it, you do expect them to show up or support, and they won't. You know, I do think that a lot of women wrestlers and stuff like that, they work hard to get where they're at and things like that. And then you do have some women who ride the wave of the ones who work harder than them just to say, oh, I'm a woman and you should support me just because of this and that. And I'm like, no, you need some work or it's just something missing. Atlas spoke about like people being superstars and things like that. It's more than just, oh, we want them because of they represent a checkbox, if you will. But can they be a star and stuff like that? And I do think that AEW has a problem with developing that. I think Statlander is good. I think Willow would be good. Y'all gave Britt Baker a chance. Jamie was good too. I like Jamie. Jamie was awesome too. But even then, before she got injured, the storyline was just crazy because she was the back burner to the thing with the Outcast and DMD, Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida. It was just like, okay, how are we supposed to care? And that's the same thing even when Thunder Rosa won. And she was started off strong and stuff, and then she was teaming with Toni Storm with Team Thunderstorm and stuff. It was just like, what's the point of the belt? Jade was doing better with the TBS title, and that's the secondary women's title than the main title. And I always think that is a problem, and that's something to think about. Jamie says, I believe last night Blood and Guts match didn't have to go as far as it did with all the objects brought in. I don't care for Blood and Guts matches. I don't care for them. I don't care for them. I've heard mixed reactions. I've some people said it was good. Some people said it was blah. Some people said it was okay. Some people said it was too long. I just saw the highlights on YouTube. It's not something that I was just like, I'm going to go back and watch because I kind of knew what to expect and things like that. And then I'm so used to them doing things. I thought Blood and Guts was like every 3 months. And then somebody told me that it was every year. And I was like, oh, well, I'm used to seeing like blood and cage matches and ladders and kendo sticks and all kind. I'm so used to seeing this on free programming so much. I thought Blood and Guts was like every 3 months. I feel bad because I didn't pay attention to it like that. But some people like it, some people don't. I think that it was just like a little too much going on. I do understand that some people are injured. You know, Bryan Danielson is injured with his arm and things like that, so he couldn't be a part of it. So you brought in Pac, who's supposed to be a part of Death Triangle, but he wanted to go beat up Kenny and them because they messed him up. Okay, and then Kota Ibushi, and who people said felt like he was out of place. I don't know. I didn't see much of the stuff. I only seen when he moonsaulted Moxley on the bed of nails. So I don't know, man. If it's not that appealing, like, look, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, most of the time, I watch stuff on YouTube, Facebook, or whenever I see fit or whatever like that, or even the Discord if I have to. Like, I don't really try to watch something I'm not that interested in. You get what I'm saying? I'm being honest with you. I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, I'm gonna force myself to watch it. And if I want to get paid off of this stuff and all of that, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, if I'm not interested, I'm not about to force myself to watch it because, you know, just to complain, because I already took myself out of it. Like, I watch highlights, I watch clips. If people recommend it, I'll actually try to give it a chance. But Blood and Guts matches, I ain't really cared for them since the first one. When we seeing people jumping on cardboard boxes and stuff, that's my baby. Always fighting with a brother. Cardboard boxes and all of that stuff. I just don't be into them. What's up, Brett, and everything that you continue to do? So you got Chris Logan on your show soon. I will be checking in on that one. Shout out to you and everything that you continue to do. But yeah, as far as that goes, they don't need to have a Blood and Guts women's match. They do a lot of other crazy stuff. They don't need to have that kind of stuff. Like, it's fine. It's definitely fine. What other topics I want to talk about? Oh. Robert says thoughts on the Robert. I don't know much about it. I just know that Booker T accepted the challenge, so I don't know what exactly they're going to do. If I was Rob back, I'd probably think about that, because if it's a legit fight, I don't know if you want to mess with Booker T. You know, everybody heard about what he did with Batista and stuff like that, and they was both bloody, was swinging on each other and stuff like that. We've heard those kind of things, so I wouldn't mess with Booker T. Dre says, how do you feel about Jim Cornette, Matt Hardy? Okay, I don't agree with some of the stuff that Jim Cornette says, but I do think that he has a mind for this business. And I do listen to some of his content with certain things. So, he's very opinionated on a lot of things. And like I said, I disagree with some of his takes. But when it comes to wrestling, I do like some of the things. Now, he has said some very controversial things and stood by it. So I do see why people do not like what he says, because we are in a time to where people obviously, you can listen to who you want to listen to and you don't have to. So if somebody say they don't listen to him because of ABCD, I fully understand or whatever like that. But I do listen to his mind. I do listen to some of the stuff that come up on YouTube for certain things, because he be making a lot of sense. So it's easy to it's easy to say this kind of stuff. And then when you have a company that says basically don't listen to him, and don't get me wrong, like every part of something is a cult to somebody, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Matt called him a cult leader. A lot of people, his podcast is called The Cult of Cornette. The thing was, they was actually cool a few times a couple years back. And then it's just like, if you disagree with somebody, now they bitter enemies. That's just what social media does and stuff like that. And the thing is, if Matt is going to call him a cult and call him toxic, you got to realize Matt got to call a spade a spade. And his wife be saying some wild stuff online too. We talking about the companies he worked for, people and stuff like that. I remember Awesome Kong and her got into a fight, and Awesome Kong threw her bags out the locker room, and Impact fired Kong because not because they wanted Rebby, whatever. They wanted Matt because Matt was doing the Woken thing, and that was like the most over thing in wrestling. So we'll see we'll see, but nah, like even Matt's comments, like I said, I've heard I listened to his comments about what he said about people be too critical on the Bucks and all of these people, and these people are my friend and things like that. And it did look like it was a little kiss buttish. This company did take you in, and they took Jeff in, and Jeff has been having troubles, but then Jeff has been way off. And they took you in. So, you going in and you saying, oh, well, these people are good in their future and they don't get their flowers. Now, I disagree with that. I think regardless of how I feel or anybody feel about the Young Bucks, people get them flowers. People call them one of the greatest tag teams. They got a lot of money. They're very successful. When All Elite Wrestling was coming in with the All-Ins and stuff like that, people was behind that. You guys, they had a lot of stuff going on for them. So I will say people give them flowers. Now, just because ratings are down or viewerships is down and things like that, that doesn't technically mean that nobody's giving them the flowers. Maybe they just don't want to see the product. And that happens. It's wrestling. Alex Kane winning the MLW Championship wrestling. Boom-a-yay. Yeah. I didn't see it, but I saw like the hype stuff because I watch MLW on YouTube, and I was like, yep. If I had bet money, I would have won because I would have had Alex Kane beating Hammerstone Ford. So I'm curious to see where they go with it with MLW. A lot of people think that Hammerstone may be leaving and going to a bigger company. So we'll see where it is. We'll see where that goes. So congrats to him and everything he continues to do. Yep, C-Red says it. And that's fine. Must like, I don't even be trying to be deep outside of wrestling, but must be just be, I don't want to say too serious, but I can listen to somebody who could be wrong. A wrong person can be right sometimes. Like I said, Cornette has some very controversial takes on a lot of things, but when it comes to that wrestling, I don't think a lot of people could really like get him on his mindset, on his history and what he says and things like that. I do be very curious. Like when I heard about the thing with Matt Hardy, I was like, oh man, I can't wait till it's on the YouTube page because he's going to talk about some stuff. He's going to talk about it. And lo and behold, he did. I remember when him, Miro, Kip Saban, and Penelope Ford, they was beefing on Twitter, and he talked about them for like over an hour. And I listened to all of them, I don't listen to a lot of people podcasts and stuff for wrestling. I don't. Outside of the Jim Cornettes and Power Hour, C-Red and what Steve does from time to time, Brett Duffy and what he does, Heels for Life. It's only like a few I listen to because some people, this is called the Take It Home podcast, right? All right, I say. too many people say stuff because they want to be hired by these companies. They want to be analysts. They want to be interviewers and stuff like that. And what happens is they're not very genuine with some of the things that they say. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that you got to have the same mindset as of everybody else on what's a good match and what's a bad match. But when you really see something that's very, very bad, and you turn around and say, well, that's okay, or you bring up another company that has nothing to do with it, to me, that's a problem. And I think that a lot of podcasters, outside of the ones that I named and a few other ones, they're not genuine because they want to get hired. It wasn't that long ago AEW hired a guy that was a podcaster and things like that. You know, some people just be saying controversial takes just to be controversial. They don't even mean them. They just say it because they want the clickbait. They want the views and stuff like that, because you turn that views into currency and things like that. But when it comes to this, and I guess because I'm in the business as a wrestler, promoter, and a booker as well, I just be like, nah, I just can't listen to certain people say certain things or try to assume something that they don't even know what they're talking about. And it's not saying that I know more than them, but I kind of do. And I'm not saying that in a braggadocious way. It's just so many of us wrestlers don't do interviews and stuff like that because we work so hard for what we do. And we work so hard for our moves, for our clothes, for our merchandise and things like that. We got families to feed as well. We work so hard. So when some people try to come in and try to tell us how we should do something, and they're not a trainer or anything like that, and they're not coming as like an interviewer, they're coming as like, let's say, advisor or mentor. You got to watch that. There's a thin line between interviewing and trying to mentor. I'm saying I would do this and I would do that. I'm not saying that your opinion isn't valid or anything like that, but we have a certain thing that we want to do in a certain way that we want to do. So I will say that I do think that if you actually listen to Cornette's stuff about products and how certain things and psychology, I think that the world will be a little better in the wrestling world with that. I'm not sitting here saying you got to like them, be friends with them, subscribe, whatever like that. You can just find anything. So I will say that. So. What are some other topics y'all want to talk about? It's a part of the code. Yeah, and I also want to say this. You know, I I lose subscribers too for my takes. Like, I knew when I said that I didn't like, I really didn't like Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay's second match. I knew somebody was gonna roll their eyes, and I lost like a subscriber for that. And it's all love, you know. I'm not gonna sit there saying you missing out, but it's all love. Maybe you came back, maybe you did, but it is what it is. You know, most of the time is my opinion, but I'm also talking about some of the things that I contribute to being a professional wrestler and things like that. But it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Dre says, I do. It's slow though, what they're doing. But last thing I seen was when they brought back Underground, he was giving German suplexes to people. And man, them was looking nice but dangerous at the same time. I think that I don't want to say they should have did so quicker, because what you don't want to do is just push somebody because they are Olympic gold medalists and things like that. I do think that it'll be big press on him and things like that. But at the same time, he has promise. But like, we've seen Olympic gold medalists that does suplexes and stuff, for people who have a mat wrestling background with Germans, and it does suplexes and overheads. So I'm still curious to see what they're going to do with him. Speaking of that, what's happened to the NIL people? Are they slowly coming in? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Sky's the limit, and we'll see exactly what it is. I mean, the guy looks impressive, so let's see what he has. Atlas, what's going on, sir? Be a heel like me and not care. Well, y'all see, man. Y'all see, I used to stop myself. I don't stop myself as much. You know, I got love for everybody, but some stuff just needs to be said. I haven't. I don't really pay attention to Ryback. Not that I don't like him or anything like that. I just don't like. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what he said about Booker T. Ryback rants on everybody. and on certain people. And it was just like I've been done listening to, especially when he started talking about Vince's mom who passed years ago. Kind of was saying some crazy stuff, you know. So I was just like, you know, I don't really like type in the stuff to see the stuff. I know he always trying to make a comeback at random companies that don't want to book him because he says some crazy stuff, but that's uh that's what that is. So also, if you guys have the time, make sure you guys check out the C3 Ultimate Wrestling website, www.c3ultimatewrestling.com. I'm slowly but surely I'm updating the website. I'm updating it. I've updated some stuff. I've added more people to the roster. I got to do some more roster picks and things like that. The front page has changed. More pictures are up. Our Teespring store, teespring.com/C3 Ultimate Wrestling. You can get C3 Ultimate Wrestling t-shirts. And you can also get Classic Alpha t-shirts. So if you want to do that, cool. Or share it. You can buy a shirt. Just go on the website. You can also get tickets to the Amazing World. You can get tickets. Remember, tickets are $5 off until the day before the show. So you guys want to get on a sweet deal. So tickets will be $15 for adults at the door, $10 at the door for kids. But if you get the tickets now, it's 10 for adults and 5 for kids. So you don't want to miss that. But you can go to our website. You can get tickets. You can get merchandise. You can get a whole bunch of stuff. Learn some stuff. Like I said, check the website. I'm updating stuff almost every day as much as I can. I'm tired, but I gotta get this business running, man. I got to. You know, I got to. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I put a lot of things, my pride, and I didn't even want to say it was pride, but I put a lot of things to the side to understand that so many people care and is pushing for this to be successful. You get what I'm saying? They see what I'm trying to do, and they see the vision that I'm trying to do, and I'm just trying to bring that feel of professional wrestling back. I'm trying to bring not only just the fans that are here that are great fans and stuff like that, but also the people who used to be fans, because I do believe that the wrestlers that bless us on C3 Ultimate Wrestling, they can definitely bring that old thing back. I think people got tired of it. You know, some people say it was exposed and things like that, but I think when you watch the C3 Ultimate Wrestling show from start to finish, you'll be like, oh, okay, well, I don't need to watch the stuff on TV. I could just watch C3 Ultimate Wrestling. And that's one thing that we're striving for. So I'm thankful. I got a lot of people that's trying to work with me for some things. I got to send some stuff to people that's here to help, because I started to realize I can't do it on my own. And it wasn't that I was just trying to do it on my own to brag and boast. It's just that you just want to do things a certain way. But I know people that can do certain things better than me with certain things. So, and I still got to call people. At least I still got to call him about some stuff too. So, just working, just working. Robert says, "Oh, he apologized for that, but he's still wrong." And that's the thing. It's you know, but he's been saying controversial stuff ever since he left. You know what I'm saying? So, can somebody get you? Yeah, man. A lot of people was like, Kurt had the wrong son. They was Jordan. They was just like, we gonna give it to him. And unfortunately, he had a neck injury, and now he's an agent. And Chad actually looked like Kurt, but Chad has been working, and whatever they give him, he gives 100%. And ironically, he reminds me of Kurt Angle, because Kurt Angle used to do funny, comical stuff. Remember when he had shaved his head? He was wearing the wig with the what you call it on it and things like that, and with the cowboy hat. Like, you can be a great wrestler and you can have a comedic feel to it. And it's funny because Gable reminds me of that. So yeah, I'll always give him his due and his credit. I loved when it was American Alpha when him and Jason Jordan they were dope and stuff like that. I thought they was a good team as well. If you had to do an action figure lineup for C3, which 5 people would be? Man, that's a good question. Dang, it had to be 5 people. Dang, you gonna make me pick 5 people? It would probably the first 4 would probably be the ARC, and then the 5th would probably be Just Amazing because of everything that's been going on with them and things like that. I think that'd be good for the for a series. So, how you gonna have a show called Amazing World and not have me feature? You there? What did you talk about? What did you talk about? Hey, don't believe this man, y'all. Don't believe this man. That's all I'm saying. Don't believe this man. Rick, thoughts on Ricky Starks beating CM Punk? I think I bet it on Samoa Joe interfering to have Starks go over, but Starks winning with the roll up and hand on the ropes. Now I guess that's signifying a heel turn. That's fine. I like Starks. I do think that's it's a lot of heel switch. It's a lot of heel and face switches and stuff like that. But I'm curious to see what's going to go on with Ricky Starks. I know Ricky Starks is the Owen Hart Cup winner for the male, and Willow is the women's winner. So curious to see where that goes. I know Willow is going against Athena. Ricky, we'll see what's going to go on with Ricky Starks. I like Ricky Starks. I liked the little thing that he had going on with MJF when he was talking about him and things like that. Promo wise, I think it was pretty good. You know, I think it's just a little more molding, and he'll get there. And I commend Ricky Starks because I actually liked the comments he said about like the 4 pillars, because he kind of took offense to the 4 pillars talk, but he kind of broke it down in a good way. He was just like, they just randomly picked 4 people, and it's like only like one person is kind of carrying their weight. Now Darby is doing his thing too, though. I'm not gonna lie, Darby has improved. I will say that. And Sammy is Sammy, and Jack Perry is Jack Perry. But it says, "Well, we shushing for." Would you be opposed to Cell Block comeback? I heard he's up for parole. So hey, we'll be back in open arms. Feel like Cell Block has some unfinished business in C3, and I think it'll be dope because it'll be dope. We got a lot of monsters. We got a lot of people debuting and things like that. So gonna be a lot of more fresh matchups. And we're speaking of fresh matchups, we got a lot of fresh matchups on the Amazing World October 14th. I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to spoil nothing. I'm going to get everything right. Y'all know that how I do the promotion, how I do the videos and things like that. I'm going to get everything together because I want everybody to be happy and be excited for the product and things like that. I'm going to call you, Atlas. Eventually I'm going to call you, man. I'm telling you this. Okay, let me see. Surprised my baby not back down here. When are you happy? When are you happy, sir? When are you happy? When are you happy? Don't start this. Don't start this, C. Don't start this. I wish they tagged Gable with a new gimmick like Mad Cat. Oh, I think Gable. I think he'll be okay. Like I said, I just think he's just showing how versatile he is as a performer and as a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he'll be okay. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on, especially with like the bloodline story, and then you also got LA Knight, pandemonium. Yeah, pandemonium. You got all kind of pandemonium for the guy. People saying he sound like The Rock. Some people saying he don't sound like The Rock. Some people saying he a knockoff. So it's just a lot of pandemonium. So him what he's doing with the Alpha Academy and War Raiders, Viking Raiders. I don't know what they call. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even know what these Viking people called anymore. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's cool. You keep them occupied. You back, baby? Did you eat?
Yeah.
You coming back?
I have a snack.
You just ate.
Ah.
You can have a snack later.
Please.
I said, you still hungry?
No.
Okay, you can have a snack later.
Mm-hmm.
You want to sit down, Daddy? Ah, my baby back again. Asking for a snack. Maya, I will talk to you about what I will talk to you. I will message you about some stuff. All right. You always starting something. What are you talking about? You always starting something. What are you talking about? Yeah, I thought he was Michael Jackson. Want to be starting something? Why are you looking at me like that? LA Knight is an old school throwback. He cuts his promos and carries himself like a worker from yesterday. And that's what I love about him. Even like I've seen like some of his stuff when he was in like it was something in Hollywood. I forgot. He used to come on like local channels and stuff. And then I seen him go to NWA and like Impact and stuff like that. And just an old school thing, like loud, larger than life, a catchphrase, and it works. And I've always said that when you do great and when you do good and people like what you do, they're gonna compare you to people. Even if you say that they are like heavy influenced, they influence you very heavy. You know what I'm saying? MJF, very popular wrestler. You know, oh, they'll look at the Burberry and the stripes and stuff and the plaid. Oh, Roddy Piper. Or they'll look at his hair. They'll look at how he looks. Oh, the Miz. You know, they'll do these kind of things, and then sometimes it's a compliment, but then sometimes people put them at a standard to where they can never break. Some break it though. Many of them break it. Now I don't want to say they break it. They become their own, if that makes sense. They become their own. But sometimes people don't give chances because you're already comparing them to somebody and things like that. And it's always like that when you have somebody new coming in. And the thing is, Knight isn't even new. LA Knight is 40. So, yeah, I believe he's 40. So it's just, you know, as many of us want to look like Bobby Lashley at what, 45, 46. Some of us ain't looking like that, you know. They don't seem like it. You know, LA Knight seems like he's in good shape or whatever like that. It seems like he takes the business very seriously. I hope he does have a great program with Theory. Man, they cooled the heels off on Austin Theory. The man beat John Cena, and then that was just it. He just beat people, and then you know now people was asking for LA Knight to win. You know, and shout out to LA Knight, man. I think he gave his best when he went against Bray Wyatt in that Field of Glow Mountain Dew pitch black match when they had large glow sticks and they made them look like they was kendo sticks. I think he tried his best. He did his best for what he could do. You know what I'm saying? So there's your match. Say we done it already years ago. Stars of Hollywood. That's what it was. I saw him. I saw Mikey O'Shea. I saw I saw Will Hobbs before he was Powerhouse Will Hobbs. He was involved in like a very dangerous spot. I saw Scorpio Sky. He was like the Heritage champ. Like I see, it was a lot of people. So it definitely was a lot of people when I used to watch that. Oh, you trying to do old school, old school. You trying to do old school. What? What? You trying to do old school? Oh, man. Why you gonna do me like that? Why you gonna do me like that? That's not even on the docket. That ain't even on the docket. This can't be your last year, man. How you gonna say that and then man, you can't say something like that and then just not do nothing no more. You can't be doing that, man.
Teach your man how to squabble.
A squabble in a dog collar match. Like, come on, man. I'm getting. Oh snap! Oh snap! Here we go. I said Junior as your oldest son. Oh, you're gonna have. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't even think he even trying to get into a wrestling ring. I haven't seen much of him. I've seen a couple things with the Minute. I've also seen him in reality of wrestling. We touched on that a little bit. I don't know what exactly, if he's still aligned with you know who or whatever like that. I don't know if that person is helping him get this, so he worked hard for it and got it. You know, one of my other homies, he told me that like he was like in certain spots. So, you know, don't stop stirring the pot. Stop stirring the pot, sir. The food is already hot. It needs to cool now. It needs to cool. It needs to cool. I want to go to NWA one day. Just one time, just to say I wrestle for a prestigious wrestling company. That's my bucket list. That's my bucket list for in wrestling is wrestle for NWA one time, and I also want to wrestle in my home state of Texas because of everything that every great wrestler that came from there. So I just feel like I just want the opportunity to wrestle in Texas. And hey, if I got to get my ring and drive all the way out there to do it, in my backyard, my front yard somewhere, I will. I know there is a company that does shows in my state that I used to live in, Beaumont, Texas, Hurricane Pro. That'd be dope. But still, if I gotta go to Texas, hit up Rodney Mack Jazz or something, shoot, I might as well see how that go. I really do want to go to Texas. I know people want to go to Japan. A lot of people want to go to Mexico and stuff like that. I want to go to Texas and do my thing. Man. I like that. I still got to talk to you. I still got to talk to you. Yeah, that's definitely one of those things that I definitely want to do. Like, I'm thankful to be here where I'm at, what I continue to do, what me and my wife continue to do, what wrestlers like C Red and Atlas and Jamie does photography, Dose does the DJing, Kev does the commentating, everything and stuff like that. But Texas is definitely one of those ones that I just want to go and just wrestle in my home state. Just that's just one of my things, you know. Outside of trying to make C3 to the next level and things like that, Texas is definitely up there. What I will say, Atlas, about PPW is I do like that I connected with a lot of guys in that locker room. You are one of them. Backwoods is one of them. There was some new guys that I like that was pretty dope and things like that. Some still wrestle, some don't, unfortunately. You know, some dope people. You know what? I might have to do that. I think I might have to do that. I might have to do that next year. I think we need to go. Oh, I gotta talk to God about that. Man, that'd be good. Not only just me to go, but just bring the company and stuff like that, and bring my peoples with me from here. And you coming with me? See, you coming with me, Sean? You gonna come with me?
Yeah.
You coming with me, Samaya?
Yeah.
You gonna go to Texas with me?
Yes.
And say do a wrestling show with Daddy?
That's a fun.
Huh?
That's a fun.
Texas fun?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you know.
That's a fun.
Yeah, Jamie says I second that.
Yeah, that's a real fun.
Say get a tank. All right. Okay. All right. Oh man. Yeah, I want to do that. Cyprus. Here we come. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. That's on the docket. I know Shay gonna roll her eyes, but at the same time, it's gonna happen. No, not. Calm down. Calm down.
Wait.
Show the world what you're doing.
Huh?
Show them what you're doing.
What's it?
You don't want to show them?
I didn't show you.
Look. Let me see. She putting on my Conquer Crown sticker. I didn't know she was doing that. Conquer Crowns from Limelight Comics.
Yeah, I want to watch.
All right, don't put it on this part. Okay? Don't put it on this part. I'm going to still use this. I'm going to probably put this on my laptop. So, yeah. But yeah, don't put it on the front part. But yeah. Yeah, she always doing something she not supposed to do. Because I definitely was like, where did she get this big circle from? But I forgot I had it on my table because I'm like I said, I'm cleaning up the basement and fixing some stuff. And then I was like, where did she get this white circle from? And then I was like, I forgot I still had this from the Conquer Crowns, the comic book. So say hey, C-Red.
I see
Sister, I can shout. The kids love C-Red like C-Red always say. So, I just want to say this. Maybe I should wait for my wife.
that.
To me, wrestling, professional wrestling is an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I take what I do very seriously. And even being a booker and a promoter, I take that very seriously as well. You get what I'm saying? The people that I book, most of them, if not all of them, are my friends. I'm cool with that. I don't have a problem with that. These guys are some of the most reliable people. These women are some of the most reliable people and stuff like that. So I would never get tired of booking people who are not only just my friends, but just my family. You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed to have basically it's going to be 11 shows, and every show has been either a debut or fresh matchups that you've never seen before. And I'm glad that we bring matches that people don't think about but are necessary. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do this myself. And I always said it. I give credit to the wrestlers who bless me by taking the booking. You know what I'm saying? To do it because they can go somewhere else and go anywhere else where I get more exposure, more money and things like that. And they take a chance on me. Like people be like, oh, well, I'm taking a chance on you. I can't say I'm doing that for a lot of the guys without me saying they're taking a chance on me. So like I said, a lot of guys in the business, been in the business way longer than me and things like that, gave me so much wisdom, gave me so much knowledge. And when I say something, they will tell me this is why this is happening, or they agree and things like that. And that was even from like last week. If y'all remember, I went on a tirade last week on people who got students but no training, nothing. And I'm still looking for them. Baby, have you seen the students? Have you seen the training schools that these students have? Where they at?
No,
You haven't seen them?
I can't see them.
You don't see them?
Yeah.
Samaya has spoken. She don't even see these schools. But and I'm saying this because I know a lot of people will probably look at what I say in the car vlogs and things like that. What'd you say?
I can't find school.
You can't find the school?
Yes.
So no, it's like a lot of people look at
Because I can't work at school anymore.
okay. A lot of people look at some of the guys who I call learning trees. I call them vets and things like that, and they care for the business. And they'll be like, well, they're bitter or times have changed and things like that. And it's just like the older I get, and I never just went on Facebook and disrespected any of them. You get what I'm saying? Because I always felt like I'm an old school person. I grew up old school. So it's just like you always like nah, the school ain't over there. Now she's looking for the school, y'all. She no, it's not over there, baby. You don't have to look for the school, all right? She looking for the school, y'all. But nah, and to sit here and just be like, and I'm still learning things, not even just as a wrestler, but as a promoter and a booker. And it's just like these guys have multi-million-dollar ideas and things and expertise, and people don't take advantage of it. And that's one thing I just try to do. I just try to help people, you know, especially with the people that help me. And to see like people just sit here and then act like they stuff don't stink, it's always been a problem to me. So that's just one of those main things for like pro wrestling. Like I take this serious, you know, even though I wear tights and lace my boots up and wear a cape, like that is something I really take to heart. Like to try to do something a little different from things like that. And I encourage wrestlers to try to find things and tweak it, make it your own, make it a difference. Ask somebody that's been in the business for a long time and stuff like that. What can I work on? Could you watch my match? What do you think of this character and stuff like that? See, Twitter and Facebook and stuff, it makes people so easy to feel like they're disrespected that they start disrespecting people. And then you wind up blackballing yourself. There are a lot of people that blackball themselves from companies and stuff because they didn't know how to be quiet and how to listen. So here's the opportunity. Alice is the opportunity. We didn't have cookies at the last show because C-Red ain't bring because he wasn't there. But those cookies will definitely be there. I'm definitely gonna get a lot of money out. Them cookies good. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. We believe. Thank you. I believe in everybody. I believe in y'all. I believe in you, C-Red. I'm still happy. I'm so elated that you got that. I'm so happy for you, and a lot of people are so happy for you and things like that, man. So that's a great thing. NWA needs more C-Red in their life. You know, it was a dope thing to see when you were saying that it was on. I was like, I can't wait to go home. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this on my phone. I'm gonna sit here and look at it on my on my big TV because you know I just want to see my homie. You fight kids, you want to fight KO Kendra, you want to fight everybody. You just want to fight everybody. But yeah, man. This wrestling thing is just such a tender moment. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, okay. Yeah, my baby go out. I think my baby really went upstairs to go find those schools that these people be training people at. I was joking, but she took it so serious that she going. See, the thing is, she's starting school soon too, right? She's starting preschool. So she's been excited for preschool. So when I'm saying, have you seen these schools? I think she's like looking for her school. I don't know what's wrong with my baby. I love my baby. That's definitely my daughter. But Yeah, going back into it, this wrestling thing is good. And like I said, for like C3, it's not just, let's say, me and my wife's vision. Like, this is other people's ideas as well, and things, and how they talk to me about certain things, and how they talk to me and say, hey, we want to help. Like I said, man, like, I've had shows where fans is like helping clean up and do things like that. They enjoyed the show that much. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, to me, I've never seen that, and I didn't even think that I would live to see like fans sweeping and putting up chairs. And you didn't see the school?
Upstairs.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. She didn't find the school, y'all. It's okay. Alice says, "Sweet baby, say thank you."
Thank you.
So she really did try to find a school, y'all. She couldn't find a school that these people got trainees though. Couldn't find a school, but yeah, it's good. I got wrestlers that like message me and about an opportunity, and they come at me like a great way, because there was a time where people didn't know who ran C3, and I was just like, "Hey, man, look, it's me, big dog." Like I said, I'm having fun with it. We're just trying to elevate it. I gotta do more. We gotta do more. My pride is like my biggest thing, and I'll be honest with that. It's just my pride is like my biggest thing. Like, oh, I could do this and I could do that, and then sometimes I mess myself up. I'm saying it as a man.
No, it's not in the portal.
What?
It's not in the portal.
Girl. But like I said, a lot of people they helping, they willing to help. Let me know if you need anything. And like I said, I appreciate everybody that does these kind of things, because C3 is not just me. It's not just my wife. It's everybody else. So I got it. Maybe
Right here. Right here.
maybe they're a teacher. I don't, like I said, I don't know. Maybe they're a teacher. Maybe they dance. Maybe they painters. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, to this day, all these people who left for school apparently got students that they trained. So you better listen to that, baby. I'm listening to her now. She couldn't find the schools.
I said can't find pool.
That's okay, baby. They'll show up. I'll show up.
I can't find scoop.
You what?
I can't find scoop.
Scoop?
Yeah.
No, I said school, not scoop. Oh, what's wrong, my baby? That's my baby. Ain't nothing wrong, my baby. That's my baby.
I can't find school.
School. There we go. School?
School, yeah.
Good.
I can't find school.
Dre.
I can't
School in China.
I can't find porn.
It's okay, baby.
We find better.
Can I ask you a question, Samaya? Do you like wrestling?
Yeah, but it's not here.
You can't hear.
No, Reggie. Reggie not here.
Preston?
Yeah, Reggie not here.
No, I said wrestling.
Yeah.
Do you like wrestling?
Yes.
Do you want to wrestle when you grow up?
With my tummy. With my tummy. I go up.
When you grow up?
Yeah. I'm shaking my ball. And Daddy, what's happening to me? And Mom, my tummy said, "Hey, you down in the tummy bag."
That was deep.
That's deep.
That was deep, Mama. I'm sorry, man. She do this to me every time, man. Every time I get up and go to work.
I can't find shit anymore.
Every time I go to work, I'll just be like, man, I gotta leave the house and just look at this precious baby. Like, my babies are one of the main reasons why I push hard for this. I think sometimes a father or parents is that sometimes we do have to put what we want to do, obviously, in the back burner or whatever, because we want to make sure our kids are good and straight and things like that. You get what I'm saying? But what I don't want to do is I don't want them to ever feel like they're a burden or just a heavy obligations to why I couldn't do what I wanted to do or what my wife wanted to do and everything like that. Because this was my aspirations first. And Shay was like, okay, well, I'm going to support my husband and things like that. And I feel so blessed for that. You know, we are blessed to make sure our babies are straight and things like that. And then we can do these kind of things. That's why I always say this is a family oriented show, wrestling show for the kids and for the family and things like that. So people can have fun. You know, we push for our kids to do things that they want to do and everything like that. Pray for it and work hard for it. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes kids see us and they feed off of us, and they are also very observant. And, you know, sometimes we all got to be careful because, you know, we do be down, we be sad and things like that. And, you know, we don't want our kids to feel sad like they the reasons why we couldn't do what we wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I go hard for C3. That's why Shay goes hard for C3. A lot of people who are fathers and mothers and things like that who wrestle for or work for, do anything for C3, go hard for C3. DJ Dose did great things on the music on the ones and twos with the cuts, with the voices and stuff like that. We got music and stuff that I got to talk to him about. You know what I'm saying? So C3 is just a thing that, you know, I just want my kids to be like, man, daddy did it. I can do it. I can do whatever I want to do and things like that. They can aspire to be anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of those things. Alice, like I see with your daughter online and things like that, and I love it and I smile and things like that because it's a beautiful thing. See Red with his family, with his daughters, and with his grandbabies and things like that. It's always a beautiful thing. Those I'm saying you with a lot of your people online and things like that. It's just a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like so much stuff to get distracted by. I just want to look at stuff and admire stuff because, man, life be life. And when I say that, y'all know exactly what I mean when I say that. Yeah, she had preached the whole word. And I ain't understand what she said, but I'm going to just say right on.
I can't find school anymore.
You don't want to do it anymore?
Yeah, I can't find school.
Say a little Bianca in the making. Yeah, but she likes to do her own thing. What's your name?
My name is Maya.
Is it Maya or Samaya?
Samaya.
Samaya?
Yeah,
Samaya what?
my feet.
What? What's
I said I feel.
I thought your last name was Williams.
I feel.
All right, you can have that. You can have that.
Yeah.
No, you ain't just checked me. No, you didn't. But I just wanted to talk a little bit, man. I did feel like I didn't really have like topics to write down and things like that. That's why it took me a while to even find that picture that I had. But I did want to talk to people and stuff like that, catch up with some people and things like that. You know, I did want to run lives. I got to go back to interviews. I want to interview a lot of people. I got to get everything together. So forgive me because I've been behind. I've been doing car vlogs and learning how to do YouTube shorts and things like that. So, but I got to get back on. I got a lot of interviews that I want to set up and things like that. Some more topics I want to talk about. Like I said, I love bringing Atlas and C-Red on the panel for a lot of things because, like I said, there's so much wisdom and there's so much knowledge in the business and things like that. And I just want people to know that I care for it and I want to contribute to it. And they got people who has been contributing it for the years, but people just didn't want to listen to them or they didn't care. And it was just being very disrespectful to them. So this is why a lot of the guys, the OGs, they feel a certain way because this is something that helped them pay bills and things that they aspired to be. And they didn't cut corners. So they'll be darned if anybody else try to cut corners in this business to fake it till you make it. So that's why this is what it is. But some people don't want to stick up for OGs and things like that because people just worrying about being in the viral moment. So that's all I'm gonna say, because I talk all day about this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just see it like a whole swift change. Like I would last year I would not get on live talking about these people who got students but no school. Never. It's different now.
Show my finger.
Your finger? What happened?
It's a sticker.
I got a stick on it.
On the further.
Yeah, sometimes it's listening. Cause I'm not gonna sit here. You got a lot of people that have been in the game for a long time, but they don't know how to talk to people and stuff like that. And they go off for quote unquote their respect. But sometimes it's just like you do have to just listen. Just be quiet. You don't have to say, well, I do it this way because of A, B, C, D. It's not about that. So that's what that is. But I am going to leave you guys with God bless you. I love y'all. Thank you for everybody that has commented. Thank you for people who told Samaya happy birthday. It's truly a blessing, and I thank you guys.
My birthday is Tuesday.
Your birthday was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Today is Thursday. That was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You still 3, okay?
Yeah, still free.
Okay, 3 years old. I remember when she was just wrapped up in that little blanket, a little baby. This is so crazy. Life come at you fast. 1 minute I got dressed, next minute I'm bald headed. It might happen. But if you guys are having a wonderful night, God bless you guys. I love you guys.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Blow them a kiss. Say love you.
Thank you.
And we love y'all. Alice says happy birthday. Say thank you.
Happy birthday.
No, say say thank you.
Thank you.
Dre says happy birthday. Say thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. See, she's starting to talk. I hope she don't talk as much as me. As long as we talking all day.
I talk.
What?
I talk.
Man, don't even start that.
I want to talk.
All right. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. This is Chris Classic, and let's take it home. Let's say take it home?
Yeah.
Say take it home.
Stay home.
Let's take it home. Say let's take it home.
Let's take her home.
Say love you.
She wants you.
All right. Good job, mama.
Good job.